Hi folks, I'm in a busy street in Naples, and here is a row of dwarf palms. The dwarf palm, Chamaerops humilis, is native to the hotter and drier regions of the Mediterranean. You do find it in southern Italy in the wild, but most people know them as ornamentals in parks and gardens. Well, as the name dwarf palm suggests, it's quite a small palm. The trunk rarely gets over 2 meters, although in some well-watered parks or also in some well-watered areas, like for example Gibraltar, they can get up to 6 meters. Those here are more or less the normal size, a little bit over 2 meters. And they have a lot of little brown fruit. Well, those fruit, of course, are related to dates and coconuts. They're edible, so let's try one. Well, very fibrous, like the husk of a coconut. Quite sweet, unlike the husk of a coconut. A little bit astringent, like an unripe date. Definitely edible, but not particularly good. If you eat the husk, you are left with a tiny coconut. I don't know any animal that opens them and eats the seed. A lot of animals will eat the husk, like wild boars, birds, and so on, and disperse the seed. They are not very tasty. They are sweet, but they are too fibrous. There is not enough, well, I don't even know if I should call it flesh. It's basically fibers with some sweetness in between. So there is not enough flesh. It's not that sweet. It's also a little bit astringent. So this has always been a poor man's food and a famine food. Rich people don't eat them. Rich people buy dates. Poor people were eating them. Children were eating them. I think nowadays nobody's eating the fruit anymore, except for me. You can also chop off all those leaves and then chop off the buds. Then you are left with the heart of palm, which is also not considered a very tasty heart of palm. I've never tried it because for that you would have to kill the tree, but I don't want that. Well, basically, yeah. A typical poor man's food of poor areas in the Mediterranean. And the only palm tree native to the European continent, actually. I don't think there is any other palm tree which originally grows in Europe. All the other ones have been introduced. So folks, this was the, well, sweet but not very good fruit of the European dwarf palm, Chamaerops humilis. Stay tuned for more fruit videos from the busy city of Naples. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.